Yeah, dog shit, fuck it, bollocks, hello.
Before I tell you exactly what's going on, let me kind of share with you, recap why I launched 9to5andfit, what I wanted to accomplish with it, and sort of how I got on since May 18th, which was the day that I launched and put out the first YouTube video. When I first started working full-time, I very quickly stopped exercising regularly, I stopped eating healthy, and I seemed to have other things that were more important than staying fit. 8-9 months in, I realized that's not actually how I want to live. I need to get myself back into some sort of fitness regime, and I need to figure out how I can do both. Work long hours, strive to do the very best I can in my career, but also stay fit. And as I was doing this, I kind of learned through trial and error, and people kept asking me, you know, how do you train, what do you eat, how do you manage your time, how do you do what you do? And I eventually had the idea that instead of answering people individually, why don't I create a community? Why don't I create sort of one central hub with all this information for people to have access to, for me to share my story, and to show that it is in fact possible to work ridiculous hours and still be fit. In May of this year, I finally decided, okay, I'm going to launch, and I put out my first YouTube video, and since then I've put out 38 YouTube videos, mostly vlogs and sort of behind the scenes, insight into how I live my life, how I train, you know, what I eat, and so on. And that actually coincided with me leaving full-time employment to starting my own business. And then I found myself in a position where I sort of had two ventures going on at the same time, and you know, working crazy hours for another company you know, is one thing. When it's your own, I found I actually had to work even crazier hours. Luckily, I met two people, and they're both here today, and they're going to be joining the team.
And you know, that's all the aesthetic stuff. I really fucking hate doing that. It's really annoying me. I've got to do that. I've got to have my fingers together. Sorry.
Hello guys, my name is Richard. I'm a personal trainer based in West London, and I met Taz the end of June. Yeah, end of June. Immediately we sort of clicked. So I said, listen, let's maybe collaborate, do a few things going forward.
I took Taz through an 8-week transformation, and it really pushed me as a trainer. I really had to up my game. Over those 8 weeks, we got his abs out, we got him lean, we got him stronger. So that was all the aesthetics checked.
The focus has now shifted from how he looks to how he's going to perform. It's all well and good looking good, but can he deliver when it comes to a grueling workout, or can he push himself to the absolute limit, like psychologically? Because I mean, if the body's willing, that's great, but if the mind is weak, he ain't gonna get anywhere.
So I'm Lucy, I'm a social media consultant and lifestyle blogger in London, and I have a ridiculously hectic life. I met Taz, and he basically said to me, alright, do you fancy doing this fitness challenge? I'm going to do an 8-week body transformation, but it's quite intense. Are you up for it? For me, the change in mindset has been, it's not just about sort of looking trim. It's made me realise that it's more, fitness is more than just how much you weigh. Like at school, regarding sport, I was very good at running. But anything else that involved like coordination, like step aerobics or like street dance or tennis, I was absolutely shocking at. So I think for a few years kind of sport and fitness fell off the agenda. My involvement, my part in 9to5andfit is going to be using my blog as kind of like the fitness side of what I do, and fitting that in with my 9to5andfit training so that I can, you know, there's already people who have an interest in keeping fit and looking good and feeling healthy, who follow my blog, so hopefully they can continue on my journey as I sort of become stronger and, you know, start working with these guys, and we can create some really cool content and create a community of people who do have successful careers but also have really healthy lifestyles. Sorry, I was sweating the mouth.
Nothing that's usable for me.
You have loads! You have loads.
I don't.
You do, you do such a knob. You just want extra footage to bash one out of the weekend.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need to wash my out.